Hey there, Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. How are you tonight? It is a little after 7, but I'm here. I'll make sure I have all my settings correct. So let's see what we got here. Okay, a little bit crooked. So we're gonna pull that down. We should be good. Ready to go. Okay. So, if you haven't read my blog on Monday, please do so, stampingwithjohnny.com, and look at the weekly newsletter that went out Tuesday morning at like 8:30, between 8 and 9. So, if you don't have it, please let me know. I'll resend it to you. You can either let me know in the comments or you could let me know all different ways, no problem. I've been doing some major soul searching and some major changes to the business. So we're gonna leave it at that and read the blog. Let me know if you have questions. That's all there is to it. So just that simple. All right, so if you're on with me, please say hello, where you're coming from, if you've had dinner, you know, all those fun things. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Barbara. So I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing tonight a little bit, and then get to the prize stuff. Hey, Lise, how are you? So as you guys are coming on, please go read the blog from Monday and also the weekly newsletter if you haven't gotten them. Check them out. There's some major changes going on. I've had to stay alive. So that's all there is to it. So let's see. So for tonight, hi, Serene. Pam, you're here. I thought you were watching the debate. So let's see. So for tonight, we're going to be doing the masking paper, and I'm going to be raffling off the watercolor pencils with the blender pen. So Serene, dance or do something. Stay on with me, huh? So, she was just talking the other day about the watercolor pencils, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, there you go. All right. So, tonight, okay, I'm going to be doing 2 different cards. One with the positive, one with the negative. So, what I've done is I've taken Brilliant Wings, the dies. Take any die that is huge. Okay, so you know how in a set there's always one that usually is just absolutely huge, right? And you're like, what do I do with it? Well, guess what? Here's your answer, okay? We're gonna make this nice background with a huge die, and then you'll know exactly what to do with it. So for this one, I need to get some blending brushes out. And I made the mistake of washing the ones that were up here, so you know how that goes. Now they're half damp and I can't use them, so had to pull some more out. All right, so with that, we're going to be cutting some mats, and I'm going to be showing you how to use this new masking paper that we have, okay? So there we go. Shall we get to the prize? Yes, absolutely, right? So, the prize tonight, hopefully you guys have been on email-wise. This afternoon, I emailed out the last chance list for the mini catalog. And I know there's been so many things like new catalog, this, that. Hold on. I am talking about that catalog. This one goes until the end of June. Okay? So today I put out the last chance list that is through corporate Stampin' Up. This is not my personal retiring stuff. Okay? My personal retiring stuff will go out in a few days. Now, you can order off of the last chance list for corporate, not through me. Well, through me, but not my personal stuff is what I mean by this. Starting June 1st, okay? So we're looking at next Wednesday is when this starts. So please don't tell me the order doesn't work, because it's not gonna, okay? June 1st is when last chance begins. But I wanted you to have a good look at it because there's some things that have been discounted at least 50%, okay? So you need some time, right? And to plan and to figure out budget and everything else. Yes. So I wanted to give you the most time possible. So that's why, okay? So last chance list, you can order from it starting June 1st. But everything was emailed out this afternoon, okay? My personal stuff will go out later. It will be while supplies last, and there's only one of everything, more than likely. So, I might have like one or two things that have multiples, but usually it's like one. So, I'm going to be doing that, but none of that will be available for pickup until it officially retires, so July 1st, okay? Just FYI. Yes, we're ahead of the game. That's how I like to be, but we got to adhere to the timelines, okay? So that's what's going on with that. Why do I say all this? Because, hey, Lise, hey, you're here. Why do I say all that? Because you need to know, for one, and for two, I want you to be informed of what's going on. And here is the question of the day, okay? So you're going to answer with hashtag prize space your answer, okay? So this is going off of that list that emailed out. So if you have not seen it, you might want to grab your computer while you're on your phone or vice versa to look at it real quick. So the question of the day is, what will you miss the most from the mini catalog? What will you miss the most from the mini catalog? What was your favorite set? Not everything. Some of it is carried over into the annual, as you know. So, go to that list real quick if you need to, okay? So, anyway, so for tonight, all right, we're going to be playing with the masking paper. So, what I've done is I've already got cut, obviously, thick basic white cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. There's that. 2 of them, because we're doing a positive and a negative, right? Okay. And what do I mean by that? So this is our new masking paper. Very similar to almost a semi-permanent contact paper kind of thing, except it's designed for our paper so it doesn't rip, and it, you know, all those fun things. So, okay, so I'm calling this the positive, the one with the framed image, and this the negative. And it might be backwards, but this is my world, so this is what we're doing today. So the detailed part is the negative, okay? That's going to be the second one. Okay, so what I have right now is I have a piece of regular thickness, basic white cardstock, and then I have 2 pieces of, one of Gorgeous Grape, one of Starry Sky, probably one of my favorite colors already. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna cut the mats and all that kind of stuff to get everything moving. So let's do that, right? So the mat is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Ooh, that is crooked. Look at that. So we're gonna cut it this way to get that side straightened out. Oh my goodness. So let's see, 3 3/4, and that's straight. So yay, okay. You never know. And then by 5, okay? And then this one we're just gonna check because I think it's already 3 3/4 by 5. Yes, it is. So there we go. Okay. Now I need to grab this piece, and because we were a 1/2 inch in, we're going to do another 1/2 inch in. So we're going to go 4 1/2. Chuck that to the side. 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Twice, right? Because we got 2 cards. Okay. That's extra for punches or whatever else you can find. Do yes. Okay. So grabbing my pieces of white. We're going to start with this guy. Okay, so I've already cut out my Brilliant Wings piece. By the way, I know, Cactus Cuties, oh my gosh. Lise, Ladybug Punch is not going away. The bundle is, because it won't be brand new. It is still in the annual catalog, so you are good. So you got a whole year to think about it, okay? But yeah, at least the Cactus Cuties is going away. So with the masking paper, okay? So at least you got to pick a different one, honey. So we're gonna peel the backing off. Very similar to how our adhesive paper works. Adhesive sheets, rather, sorry. So we're gonna peel off, and I am going to try to center this. I'm gonna actually have it a little bit up because I want to put words underneath it. So I'm just gonna tap that down, grab my blending brush, and then I'm gonna grab ink because that's what we do, right? So I'm grabbing my Gorgeous Grape and I'm grabbing my Fresh Freesia. And we're gonna be doing some background work, right? So the majority of my stamp is gonna go down here. So I want my darker up and my lighter down. Now with these, pounce on the pad, right? And then we're gonna start off of the paper so we don't get that swirl mark, right? Hey Chris, long time no see, no kidding. So we're gonna start off the paper so we don't get the swirl mark, but because we have the masking paper, we're gonna start off of where the hole is, not the entire piece, okay? So we're gonna do this, and you're saying, I don't see any of this. When you take it off, it'll be a definite difference. Now, most of us are right-handed, so you're gonna start this way, right? Make sure you also start from the left-hand side so you don't have one side that's super dark and the other side nothing, okay? So make sure. So I sent out the last chance list today, Miss Chris, Miss Pam. Oof. I have been texting with Pam right before I started. So we're gonna do some coloring here, and I sent out the last chance list, the retiring list, okay? And what I am asking tonight for the raffle prize of the watercolor pencils is, what will you miss the most from the mini catalog? So if you haven't checked your email today, you might want to swoop over on another tab and do that real quick. So I've colored that, and then I'm grabbing my basic gray, and I'm like, which stamp? Now we're not gonna get the whole stamp, and that's okay. But I think this time we're gonna do a book. Grab a book, right? So I'm grabbing my block. I'm inking the whole thing. This is what's great about the masking paper, okay? I get to ink the whole thing, and I'm just gonna pick what I want to show. And I'm thinking just that little bit. You're gonna push a tiny bit harder than normal because I don't want any gaps. So there's that. let me clean this really quickly. Clean, clean, clean. All right, good. Now, close the ink. So we've got that. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna peel this off. Now you do still have to go slowly. It will still tear, but not to the extent that anything else has. So, yeah, that side for some reason is doing a little bit. So you just kind of work and you work and you work and you try to not have it stick back down. Yes, you can use it again, but I tend to tear it, so because I'm not patient and I'm not careful, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So that is my piece. Kind of cool, right? And then you just, there's sometimes a little bit of residue, so you just help it. We'll just say it that way, right? So, all right, so now, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. So I'm gonna put that right down there. And that's gonna be our card front. Pretty, right? Now, you're wondering, where's the watercolor pencil come in? I will tell you in 2 shakes. Okay? So the watercolor pencil is gonna color in. Yeah, definitely. Well, there's still time to order it, so you're good. So, this is why I put this out so early. So that way you guys had time to plan. Because I'd hate to wait and then you're like, but wait, I didn't get, and it's already gone. Nope, we're not doing any of that. Not at all. I want you to have the most time possible. So it literally took me, hopefully you guys could read that. It literally took me a good hour to reconfigure all that stuff. Ugh. So, but it's okay. You guys are worth it. So I'm grabbing my color pencils and we're just going to grab here, grab here. Now, if you did not want your background to be purple, then you're gonna need to do stuff ahead of time, right? So you would stamp off, you could cut in the masking paper, you could do all kinds of things, right? But I'm like, for me, I'm just doing a little tiny bit. Well, the waves paper is already gone, and unfortunately, we're not talking about that because, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm grabbing my blender pen, scratch off to make sure that there's no extras on there because you never know. That's how you clean it. If it starts squeaking, that means it's on its way out. So guess what? Mine's probably on its way out, but that's okay. Mine don't last too long. That's what happens when you craft all the time, huh? So we've got that. I love how this floats the color, and all my little scribbles end up being just perfect. So that is my first one, okay? And I guess I should finish the card. So let's do this. And let's do this. And let's do this. And let's throw some seal on it. And try to get this centered. And then we're gonna throw some more seal down. And we're gonna try to get this centered. And then since lace is on, I gotta open my box. My infamous box of bling, right? So I'm using my Glossy Dots assortment that y'all got if you came to class. You got an entire pack. So we got to use them because they're just gorgeous. And there's no other ifs, ands, or buts. So there's my first card. Okay? What do y'all think? I love just the outlines and stuff. So it just gives it a little bit, you know? All right, so for the next one, I gotta find my other white piece. Here we go. For my next one, we're gonna be doing more detailed, okay? So for this one, peel off as before. Make sure you have the correct side that you're throwing away. And I know that sounds simple and probably somewhat stupid, but do you know how many times I've done that kind of stuff? Plenty. We'll just say that. Okay, so I'm gonna still go up a little bit because we're gonna put words under there. Lightly push down. You don't have to do tons, but you do want things to not curl on you. So there we go. Okay, gonna grab my blender, and this one I'm gonna focus more on blues. So I've got Starry Sky, I've got Orchid Oasis, which, yeah, I know it's a little bit purple, but it's okay. And then I've got my Tahitian Tide. Thanks, Barb. All right, so we're gonna start with the lightest first. And I'm just gonna touch in here, and I'm gonna do the whole thing right now, okay? And I'm like, that's too big for what I'm doing. So guess what? Go to the dauber, right? If all else fails, go to the dauber. See, I didn't push down enough, did I? Okay, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna color. Okay, so that's my first one. That's my favorite color right now. That Tahitian Tide. I'm a sucker for anything just about turquoise. I'll just be honest with you guys. And then I'm gonna go to Orchid Oasis. And that I'm gonna be pulling into just here's and there's. Okay. Just tiny bit. You don't need a lot. Is the Rainbow Glimmer paper retiring? I don't know off the top of my head, honey. I'm sorry. So the list was like 6 pages, I think, or something like that. So, and I think Rainbow Glimmer was from the annual, if I remember right. So anyway, so I am doing the darkest one now, and I'm just touching my edges. And if I've done this right, okay, it's a little wonky, but it'll work. So, all right, so let's see, we did relax, so let's do the other one. You're always so good to others, be good to yourself too. I love that. So that is gonna get stamped down here, and of course we got to do jumps, right? So no colored pencils on this one though. So you can always outline, you can do all kinds of things, you know, it's up to your imagination. That's the beauty of all of this, right? Because you could go and go and go and go. Yeah. So, next week, I'm going to be doing a pop-up easel graduation card for those of you that need them. If you're not into graduation, you might still want to show up, because I'll be talking about how to make it something else, of course, right? So, let's see here. I don't have my in colors out. What other colors? I think the light, the pool party. I think that's gonna have to be what we pull out of here. So, is the Rainbow Glimmer. Now you've got me thinking, is it retiring? I believe so, because my glimmer pocket in my organizer is empty. So I'm pretty sure it's either already gone. I'm pretty sure it went with the annual catalog, honey. But we do have the ombre glimmer paper in the 6x6 now. So, you know, half dozen, what is that saying? Half dozen, I can't remember right now. Anyways, so I'll show you the samples. This one I just took the dauber and twisted. Okay, so if you need more background, you can add to it as needed. Okay, so that is what I have for you tonight. I hope you guys like the idea. And then the masking paper, I might, like, you could, it's endless, right? You could cut it into strips and have, like, make your own ombre paper. And I mean, there's so many things that you could do with it. There really, really is. So it's just endless. So I had to pick a couple things because, oh, and then I had the black marker out because I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to fill in the antenna like before, but I think we're good. So, alrighty. So now what I'm gonna do, hopefully everybody has picked. You're welcome for sharing, Cheryl. If we can't share, we can't get new ideas, right? So, all right, let's see who's in the picker, huh? So, like I said before, we've got the watercolor pencils. It's the one with the white in it, assortment-wise, which I believe is assortment 1 instead of 2. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But it's the one with the white in it. One has white in it and one does not. So, there you go. Okay. Let's see here. So who am I putting in? Where's Gina? That's the one that's missing. All right, so Lisa and Lise. I'm doing this as best I can from memory. So, whew. Lisa Hull. Lisa, you're gonna be LB. Alrighty. Miss Serena. Yeah, that paper is gorgeous, but I didn't care for the pink too much, you know? So we've got Serena, we've got Barbara. Serena. Ugh! My stuff just went away. I have to retype in. Okay. Lisa Hull, Serena, Lisa Bling. Let's see who else we got. Barbara and Miss Cheryl. Did I miss anybody? I really hope not. Pam, did you do? I missed Pam that one time and now I'm just paranoid. So Pam, I'm not seeing you answer. I'm scrolling through twice. So I don't see you, honey. All right, Miss Cheryl, can we do a drum roll, please? Drum roll, drum roll. And hey, by the way, the prizes now will be mailed out since I'm going online. So trying to make it easy for you guys. So, where's my drum roll, Miss Cheryl? There we go. I forget that we're about 10 seconds difference. So, alrighty. Miss Serena! My random picker. Yay! Are you still on? Are you still alive? I'm waiting to see. So, Miss Serene, are you on? Drinking my water for the day. I think I'm at like 85 ounces. I still have one more to go to hit my 100. There we go. Yay, Serene. So I will get that popped in the mail for you, and make sure to check out the blog from Monday, the 23rd, for the changes that are happening, or the weekly newsletter that was emailed out on Tuesday. Thanks again for joining me. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com, and have a great evening. Next week we will do a graduation cap easel card. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.